The date is December 27th, 2020. This day marks a new beginning, the first day of being my own man. Yesterday I left my parents and childhood behind. I'm now staying in a Denver apartment for the next few days, awaiting a greater journey ahead.
Hello and welcome to TeePee, the new channel, brand new channel. Let me tell you a little bit what it's about. So when I was little, I was infatuated with certain ideas that were brought up to me by either my parents, friends, or media. One idea I was never able to forget, I always clung on to, whether it was brought to me by being dissatisfied with living as my parents do, or whether it's brought to me by watching movies such as Into the Wild. That idea being the idea to escape mundane life to try to experience something greater. That idea brings us now to this channel and what lies ahead. In the past few months, I bought a minivan. I named it Bessie. I got things to make it livable, and I tied up some loose ends. So now I plan to hit the road, which makes the minivan Bessie my home. My friends and family have asked when will I be back. Is this just a road trip? I truly don't know. I plan to live on the road for a while. That's all I know at this point. But I want to bring you guys along for this journey. So from this day forward, I'm going to be posting a video every single week on whatever the day of the week this is posted on. And I'll be posting vlogs. I'll be posting interviews.
Well, basically, I'm disabled, man.
And much, much more. So, if you plan to join me, please subscribe. I promise thought-provoking content if you're into that sort of thing. Now, for the rest of the video.
I'm glad I had come to Denver. My stay had served as a transition point that held an interesting perspective. My transition from safe, uninspiring family life to the wild nature of the earth was cut by the rushing nature of man. Though Denver is a measly city compared to others, it still flows in very different ways than I'm used to. It is interesting to see how things are done and what becomes important when humans come together in such a mass. I held a certain contempt when first entering the city, as I had no choice but to be overwhelmed. But now, after having time to adjust to its flow, I see it differently. Yes, I still hold distaste for how, after a while, when walking and living among the streets, the satisfaction for recognizing individuality in your neighbors is diminished, as instead you see a herd out your window. I still hate how you have to crane your head upwards to see corporate names on skyscrapers acting as gods among the clouds. But I do see something positive in the city, a certain creativity that can only be bred in such an environment. In a place where the wild of nature has been conquered and banished, you are left with nothing but human nature. It exists on its own, not as a reaction to the earth, but a reaction to itself. With that in mind, the art a city creates is based on deeply rooted human desires and fears, thus making powerful and impactful art. But the never-ending noise and constant hustle of the city are why I could never live here. Though I am biased, I feel a connection with nature is important. So with that, I head to the desert, absorbing every perspective I come across, now living out my dream as a completely free man.